I'd like to welcome all of you to the wedding of Dave and Katherine. It's hard to believe that this day has finally arrived. It is amazing to see such a great group of family and friends who have made the trip all the way down here to Mexico. Today, we have people here from 4 continents and 8 states, making this a global celebration. Yeah. All right. Quickly, I'd like to acknowledge the teamwork of my wife and Katherine, who have put in many long hours and all the details and complicated logistics to bring you this amazing 3-day celebration. Yeah. Thank you. Yay. I also want to extend a big thank you to Joel and Linda Rubin, right, who have made this event better than we ever could have expected. Let's see. Now, when your child decides to get married, as parents, we can only hope that they are making a good choice. Now that I have gotten to know the Ingersolls over these last number of years, I can confidently say that if Dave is anything like his parents, then we need not worry. We'll see. Okay, hopefully. But also during COVID, Dave and Katherine lived with us for the 6 months. And during that time, we got to really know them as a couple up close. We saw how they supported one another and how they worked together as a team. Most importantly, we saw how Dave treated our daughter and how happy he made her. That's important, I hope. Yeah. I do believe she found a good man who is consistent, dedicated, and above all, loving. Important. Now, I've known that my daughter was getting married for about 2 years, but even then, I wasn't prepared for how emotional today was going to be for me. The reality that my daughter is officially married is exciting, but it is also a reminder of how much she has grown up and how much time has passed. In light of this, I have started to reflect upon my many memories of Katherine's childhood. That's you. From diapers to a 6-foot-tall purple dinosaur, Barney. From your first day of school to teaching you to ride a bike. From questionable high school boyfriends, yeah. And some scary moments on the ski slopes with Dave. From high school proms to marching band performances. From the bonding time we shared looking at colleges all the way through college graduation. All those years seemed as if they would go on, but they didn't. But now I must accept that you are grown up and are beginning your new life adventure. Looking back on all of this is a reminder of just how lucky we were raising you. It's been a joyous and fulfilling experience. Yeah. Funny enough, over these last few years, I have seen a bit of a role reversal. And I wonder who is the child now, you know. She has taught me many things. One, she taught me that cigars are actually bad for you. I can't figure that one out, you know. That I shouldn't eat snacks before bed, and that I need to exercise properly and often. Katherine has also taught me many, the proper social etiquette and terminology in modern times, more times than I can remember. She gives me a really hard time. So be it. Okay. Most importantly, Katherine's compassion, respect, and open-mindedness for others is something that I learn from every day. She's better than me. Given all of this, I'm not surprised by your personal and professional successes. I am in awe of your accomplishments and your strengths, and I'm so proud of the woman that you have become today. You know what you want, and you have had the intelligence and foresight to work hard and go after your dreams. I'm reminded of successes at Rutgers. The most evident in your junior and senior recitals, where you had to sing many complex classical songs in 4 languages, actually, and I couldn't do that. I really can't believe how calm and collected you were during all of that, and I don't think I would have been as cool as you, for sure. As your dad, I will sadly miss those days, but will always think of you as my little girl. And at the same time, I'm excited for you and Dave as you begin this new life adventure together. With that being said, I want to leave you guys with some pieces of advice. One, always listen to each other and hear what the other is saying. Two, very important, I need to learn it myself. Be patient with each other. Be loving, of course. Follow through on your promises to each other. And most importantly, don't go to bed angry, ever. Something I learned. Anyways, I think that you've heard enough from me on this, so I'd like to propose a toast, but I don't have a glass. Fake toast. Oh, man. Okay, thank you. So, okay. I think I know I speak for everyone here when I say, Dave and Katherine, we all wish you both a lifetime of health, happiness, and laughter. Cheers. That's it.
Chance to meet over the past few days, I am Emily. I'm Katherine's maid of honor, her college roommate, and your host for the next few minutes, so please bear with me. I have a lot to share about Katherine and Dave, but I want to start out with something you all need to know about me. I believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe people come into our lives at the right time. And I believe there are moments in this world where you just stop and feel in every fiber of your being, this is absolutely meant to be. And my friendship with Katherine is undoubtedly one of those moments. Katherine and I didn't meet until the first day of first year orientation at Rutgers, but I swear it was an instant connection to a lifelong friendship. Katherine has a way of making you feel special. She pays attention and genuinely cares about you. I had mentioned before we officially met that I loved Broadway. And when I walked into our dorm room for the first time, she made sure to play show tunes, specifically Newsies, so I would automatically feel at home. And it was moments like this, these tiny instances and details that you would think would be forgotten, that stand out the most and make you realize just how special something is. And for 10 years, Katherine has given me so many moments, big and small, where I just had to stop and think, this friendship is meant to be. Like the times I would need to skip breakfast because I woke up late, and Katherine would show up with donuts because she was walking by Dunkin' and noticed my favorite was being sold that day. Or like the night before my first half marathon, where Katherine knew I would be panicking about what to eat, so she sent me a package of pasta because she read that that was the best meal to have before a big race, and she wanted to make sure that I was well fed. But I really knew just how important this friendship was when I was at my lowest, and she sent me a book titled You Are a Badass, and told me that even if I didn't believe in myself, she would always believe in me. And because of all of these moments, I knew that she would be the most perfect maid of honor at my own wedding last year. Because she knows me better than I know myself sometimes. And because I knew she would continue to make meant-to-be moments that I could cherish for years to come. But then one day, senior year, Dave started showing up, right? And a lot more often, we started to see him, and there were a whole new set of meant-to-be moments to look out for. Like the time they went on their first date and were at the restaurant for hours, and she came home so unbelievably giddy and glowing and talking nonstop about how much they had in common and how did she not realize this over the past 4 years together. Or like how Katherine and Dave actually met on the first day of band camp in 2013, but they both were in the trumpet section, but they both thought the other was so annoying, so they didn't really talk too much, which is a classic rom-com moment, which means, of course, they were meant to be together. Or how about the time I accidentally mentioned to Katherine's mom that her and Dave planned on moving in together, and Katherine and Dave had a meltdown because I had ruined the plan to slowly introduce the concept to their parents. Sorry about that again, but we made it here, so I think it's okay, and we can forgive me. Because as it turned out, everybody was just so happy to see them take this next step together. And there's the meant to be moment where Dave sent me his plan for the perfect proposal in a beautiful park. but on the day of, getting a call from him saying it was closed for a private event. And now you cut to Joey and I speeding through the streets of Montclair, furiously Googling alternative options and texting other point people. Meanwhile, Dave's in the back seat, calm as ever, because he knew that no matter what happens, he and Katherine were meant to be. And of course, we have this time right now where Katherine told us they would be getting married in Mexico, but didn't think a lot of people would want to make the trip. And yet here we are with over 70 people because we all couldn't imagine missing such a perfect wedding. And all of these moments swirl together, and we get into a moment like right now, where I get the honor of reminding everyone just how meant to be you two are, and to remember all of the beautiful moments you have created with each other and with each of us throughout your lives. I'd like to create a new moment right now where we can all celebrate together and raise a glass to all of the amazing memories still to come. I love you both so much, and I am so excited for you to continue to show us all of your meant to be moments. To Katherine and Dave.